Pô, acho que hoje o melhor treino, assim, né? Que a gente teve bastante técnica, mas teve mais contato, bastante contato, né? Hoje foi o dia de mais contato também, aproveitando que você tá gravando aí, né? A gente vai usar um pouquinho aí também, né? Para não ficar aquele treino muito técnico, conteúdo chato também. Pô, a gente aproveitou o treino pra caramba, velho. Pô, feliz demais, velho. Com todo o trabalho que a gente vem fazendo aí no dia a dia. O gás, pô, tô melhorando aí, seguindo esse cruzeiro aqui em Sobralha. Pô, você tá me ajudando muito, velho.
Vendo a empolgação dele, a empolgação da equipe toda, essa união que a equipe tem, essa felicidade, pô, isso é legal demais. Tô vendo a evolução dele, da minha parte, que é a parte de força e a parte de prevenção de lesão. Se pegar o primeiro treino dele para o de ontem, pô, sucesso demais. E eu vendo esse treino hoje de luta, cara, você fica imaginando como vai ser essa luta, né? Como o homem vai estar preparado. Ó.
Alex Pereira is pushing himself to the absolute limit during training camp as he prepares to move one step closer toward making UFC history by becoming the first fighter ever to capture championships across 3 different weight divisions. Poatan is leaving no stone unturned throughout his preparation and remains fully confident in his ability to defeat a legitimate heavyweight contender like Ciryl Gane. Alex Pereira has been putting major emphasis on his striking throughout training camp, with a strong focus on timing, knockout power, and delivering clean, effective combinations. He has also added noticeable size and now looks significantly bigger, stronger, and more physical than before. Despite the extra weight and muscle mass, he continues to sharpen his speed, precision, movement, and overall striking accuracy at an elite level.
So then what is the weight you expect to be on June 14th?
Qual você acha que é o peso que você vai estar no dia 14, na hora da luta?
Eu não quero estar muito pesado.
I don't want to be too heavy. That's what we're going through a lot of protocol for that. We're planning on that, and that's what the preparation is for. So I want to be at about 110 kilograms.
Okay.
The Brazilian star explained that he is carefully managing his weight ahead of June 14th in order to avoid becoming too heavy during training camp. He emphasized that his entire preparation is focused on improving conditioning, movement, endurance, and overall performance, rather than simply adding extra size or unnecessary weight.
I mean, Alex Pereira is a big boy. I just saw him in Seattle. I mean, I saw him jump on the scale, 242. Shama. 242.
That's heavy.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And it's not a fat 242 either. It's
definitely filled out.
It filled out, but it fits him well.
It does.
Right? Like, it's not like usually people who put on weight and size, they don't have that same movement. They're not moving their head. It almost complements his style, his body, right? So I like that. Obviously, Ciryl Gane has great movement. You saw what he did to Tom Aspinall. He was popping in with the jab. You know, Alex Pereira does have that calf kick that he loves to throw every single time to stop everybody's movement. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how Ciryl Gane does with the pressure that Alex Pereira brings. You know, you're not gonna look at, it's gonna be stand-up work. Ain't nobody doing a fucking shot.
Demetrius Johnson praised Alex Pereira for successfully adding extra size without sacrificing his mobility, pointing out how naturally Pereira's frame carries the additional weight. He also expects the matchup against Ciryl Gane to turn into a high-level stand-up battle, with Gane's movement and footwork going head-to-head against Pereira's forward pressure, knockout power, and dangerous leg kicks.
Just think from a kind of a man's code or a warrior's perspective.
Yeah.
They both know what they're getting into. This is a kickboxing fight in 4-ounce gloves.
Yeah.
I do think what makes it interesting, of course, I think Ciryl, the power will translate to heavyweight 100%. Can he take shots from a heavyweight? I think yes, 100%. However, Ciryl is used to moving at that weight with the speed and the finesse that he has. He moves like a ballet dancer. He's got incredibly quick reflexes, and the power is effortless from him. And he's used to taking those bigger shots from guys like a Tom Aspinall.
Yeah.
So he did a bit of damage as well. So I think that gives Ciryl a little bit of a natural advantage.
Of course.
But it doesn't mean that Ciryl Gane can't go out there and knock him out.
Michael Bisping described the matchup as a pure stand-up battle and gave a slight advantage to Ciryl Gane due to his movement, speed, and overall mobility. He believes Gane's power remains extremely dangerous at heavyweight, but he also highlighted certain defensive weaknesses that could leave openings and make the fight competitive and dangerous for both fighters.
I saw the shorts. I saw what I'm wearing. They're ugly. Mine were ugly. I don't like them. Another thing, when we were doing the pictures and shit with the videos and we were wearing our trunks and shit, I've never seen a guy that looked like he got a BBL. Alex Pereira's ass is bigger than a Miami bitch's BBL. I was in shock. Wait till you guys see it. No Diddy, wait till you see that wagon. I was like, holy shit. If I didn't know better, I might have off. But I knew it was him. You know what I mean? It was
just
huge.
Taking it level upon, we're going levels above.
He's eating whatever the f his coach is eating. They're eating. They're matching. They're like, hey, I'll eat more than you. But I wonder what he weighs. He's got to be 250. Bro, I'm telling you guys, wait till you guys see. Holy shit. That was mind blowing. I looked at his butt for like 7 seconds and I'm like, okay, if I get to 10, that's gay. So I stopped. But I was like, holy shit.
The golden rule.
Meanwhile, Chael Sonnen reacted with disbelief after seeing Alex Pereira up close, describing his heavyweight frame as massive, intimidating, and physically overwhelming. He admitted that Pereira's size immediately stood out during their interaction and said the Brazilian looked far bigger and more imposing in person than he had originally expected.
Did you ever think we would see this, like a fighter winning belts in 3 UFC divisions? It felt like completely insane a few years ago, but now there's like multiple people that are in play for it.
I don't know how he's doing this. It's unbelievable. He's so big. He was sitting next to me at the fight. He's so big. Like, I don't know how he got so big. It's unbelievable. Started as a middleweight, light heavyweight, and heavyweight. Maybe Hamzat will do that as well, you know? Welterweight, middleweight, light heavyweight. I mean, it's always harder to go down than to go up. Because once you're up, it's very hard to go back down, right?
Yeah. Did you talk to him at all? I know he doesn't speak like fluent English, but sitting next to him at the fight, did you guys get to chat about anything?
Yeah, I asked him how much he weighs, and he says to me like he weighs like he's gonna be like 110 kilo.
Georges St-Pierre also reacted with surprise to Alex Pereira's incredible physical size, admitting that he did not expect him to appear that massive in person. He described Pereira's frame as overwhelmingly large up close and said the difference became instantly noticeable the moment he sat beside him. On the other hand, Ciryl Gane has brought in Artem Vakitov for sparring ahead of the fight, working with the last man to defeat Alex Pereira in kickboxing. This move highlights Gane's focus on preparing for Pereira's striking style by training with highly experienced, elite-level stand-up specialists.
But he bulked up like about 40 pounds total. Have you seen this, and what do you think of this? Do you think it's smart for him to gain that much weight, or do you think it would be smarter for him to stay on the same weight, around the same weight that he's been fighting at?
Мы видим, Алекс все равно по габаритам большой, он, как бы, я думаю, для него набрать вес это не проблема была, но это именно нужно набрать грамотно и умно. Если ты просто набрал там, ну, видно, что у него по фигуре, как бы сейчас видно, что лишнего веса немножко добавилось, он, наверное, это мысли такие были, что в борьбе будет легче, но я скажу, что это не плюс ему идет в ударной технике, потому что это, во-первых, нужно... Кирилл это природный тяж, который всю жизнь боксировал в весе, а Алекс это там с 85, да, начинал там боксировать в кейкбоксинге, там в 93, и я думаю, вот этот набор прям такого большого веса, что он почти сравнялся с весом Цирила, но не в его пользу сыграет точно.
Artem Vakitov noted that Alex Pereira appears noticeably heavier, likely as part of an effort to better handle wrestling threats in higher weight classes. However, he believes this added size could come at a cost, potentially affecting Pereira's speed, sharpness, and overall fluidity during striking exchanges.
Artem Vakitov gives added credibility to the matchup discussion due to his experience against Alex Pereira and time spent around Ciryl Gane's camp. Speaking to Emil Sardarian, he admitted, "Well, to be honest, before we came to Paris, I had some doubts. Now, when we worked with Ciryl, I saw how everything is organized in the team, how the process is going, what form he's in, and I can say that my opinion has changed a bit now in the opposite direction." After initially doubting the situation, Vakitov admits his perspective changed once he saw the structure of the team, the preparation process, and the condition Gane is currently in. Artem added, "I can say that it is a 70-30 fight in favor of Gane. Of course, Ciryl has an advantage. The main thing is that he still has everything: speed, endurance, thinking, classic kickboxing, the feeling of distance. The only thing that remains is his mentality. If he goes out being angry, aggressive in this fight, then he will succeed." Jiří Procházka, whose only 2 UFC losses came by knockout against Alex Pereira in title fights, believes Pereira has what it takes to win a belt in a third weight class. He points to Pereira's increasing size, strength, and striking advantage as key factors, while also noting the opponent's movement could make the matchup difficult. Jiří Procházka said, "Let the better man win. I believe Alex can do that," Procházka told Auden Ross. "Alex can do that, especially when I saw him. His weight is going up, he's strong enough too, and in the stand-up I believe he will be better. But Gane has a lot of movement for that." Ciryl Gane welcomes the challenge against Alex Pereira, acknowledging him as one of the most dangerous strikers to rise from lower weight classes. He anticipates a technical striking battle, but emphasizes that mixed martial arts goes beyond stand-up fighting, suggesting his grappling and wrestling could play a
Artem Vakitov added credibility to the matchup discussion due to his experience fighting Alex Pereira and his time spent around Ciryl Gane's camp. Speaking to Emil Sardarian, he admitted, "Well, to be honest, before we came to Paris, I had some doubts. Now, when we work with Ciryl, I saw how everything is organized in the team, how the process is going, what form he's in, and I can say that my opinion has changed a bit in the opposite direction." After initially doubting the situation, Vakitov explained that his perspective shifted once he saw the structure of the team, the preparation process, and Gane's current condition. He added, "I can say that it is a 70-30 fight in favor of Gane. Of course, Ciryl has an advantage. The main thing is that he still has everything: speed, endurance, thinking, classic kickboxing, and distance control. The only thing that remains is his mentality. If he goes out angry and aggressive in this fight, then he will succeed." Meanwhile, Jiří Procházka, whose only 2 UFC losses came by knockout against Alex Pereira in title fights, believes Pereira has what it takes to win a belt in a third weight class. He points to Pereira's increasing size, strength, and striking advantage as key factors, while also noting that Gane's movement could make the matchup difficult. Procházka told Odds and Ross, "Let the better man win. I believe Alex can do that." He added, "Alex can do that, especially when I saw him. His weight is going up. He's strong enough too, and in the stand-up, I believe he will be better. But Gane has a lot of movement for that." Ciryl Gane himself welcomes the challenge against Alex Pereira, acknowledging him as one of the most dangerous strikers to rise from lower weight classes. He anticipates a technical striking battle, but emphasizes that MMA goes beyond stand-up fighting, suggesting that his grappling and wrestling could play a decisive role.
Welcoming Alex Pereira to the heavyweight division. He is an accomplished kickboxing champion. You come from the Muay Thai world. That is a large part of your game as well. How excited are you to test yourself against an accomplished kickboxer such as himself?
Yeah, he's a huge striker. Everybody's saying the light heavyweight and middleweight, he was maybe the best striker on the division. The people say also maybe the best striker in my division. So this is a beautiful matchup, and I'm really excited about this fight. But don't forget, this is MMA. So everybody know I can be well-rounded, so I can wrestle also. Maybe it's not going to be just a striking game.
Ciryl Gane acknowledges the knockout threat of Alex Pereira, noting that he can end fights quickly even with small openings. He points out that his experience against heavy hitters at heavyweight has prepared him to handle that kind of danger. Gane adds that he trusts his own skill set to control and neutralize Pereira's power.
His power, like his famous power, is going to carry up with him to this weight class.
For sure, Alex Pereira have a big hands. Like he's this kind of fighter you can have in MMA or maybe boxing. Like Rosenstruck started his career and he knocked out the people just with a jab. Like this kind of fighter maybe have something special at the head. But like I say, I fought already against Rosenstruck, Francis Ngannou, Derek Lewis. The people talking also about Thomas Pinal, like a huge striker and big knockout power. So yeah, he have this, but I got some stuff to.
Ciryl Gane acknowledges the knockout threat posed by Alex Pereira, noting that he is capable of ending fights instantly even with the smallest openings. He points out that his experience against heavy hitters at heavyweight has prepared him well to deal with that level of danger. Gane also adds that he trusts his own skill set, movement, and technical ability to control the pace and neutralize Pereira's power throughout the fight.